Race 9 yesterday at Caulfield was the running of the International Sprint over 1100 metres, Group 2 level under handicap conditions. The winner of the race was Sunburnt Lad, which is a horse you've been pretty keen on for a while, Matthew.
Yeah, certainly. He's been a little bit unlucky of late. He's missed his opportunity to run in a couple of big races that he's been nominated for, and was an emergency. And then one race, you're going to have to help me out. A couple of starts ago, he finally got in. A bit of luck as a second emergency, and he fell at the barriers, moving into them, and had to be scratched at the barriers, so he missed out on his chance there as well. So look, it was certainly great to see this horse get up. I think from memory he's got something like a 50% strike rate.
16 starts now for 8 wins.
Yeah,
but he's won his past 4 starts.
Yeah, he's a fantastic sprinting talent, and he will be winning some more nice races. I just love the way he really charged home there. He got out the back and settled well, and just really blew them away over the last bit. And he can run some very quick sectionals. That horse, a very nice horse, well trained as well, you have to say. And yeah, it was just great to see the horse get up and win a nice race yesterday. Of the beaten brigade, I've certainly got a horse there that I'd like to lock into my black bookers later on. That's Tramontana. Got home exceptionally well. Last 400, clocked 22.5, the fastest of the race, and I'm convinced the horse will win a nice race this prep over the Spring Carnival. I don't know what that will be. These horses are going into the Salinger, those sort of races, aren't they?
Yeah, well, Tramontana last time he worked ran 3rd behind that absolute champion, Weekend Hustle, in the Oakley Plate.
He did.
So the form lines were exceptional for yesterday.
I'd like to think that Tramontana can win something like a Salinger. I think, look, I certainly think that he's the horse that you can follow with a fair bit of confidence going out of that blistering last few sectionals there, and really put the writing on the wall for me. So I'm very keen on him in something coming up. So keep your eyes on Tramontana.
Anything else to cover out of the race, mate? Is that it?
No, that's my wrap. They're my 2 horses from
you like anything in that race, please?
Well, first of all, it was a good win for Sunburnt Lad. A horse has been so unlucky during the spring with barrier mishaps and missing runs and whatnot, so it was good that everything came together for him and he was able to win. I thought Aichi's effort was fantastic. He's a real good horse.
Always tries.
Yeah, he was a horse that's always shown a lot of promise, and I love the way he finished off yesterday. I thought that was, for me, from a future point of view, he's the horse that I want to be on. Another son of Strategic, who's having a renaissance year this year, with Destitute also going very well for him. So
I thought Sunburn Land beating fair and square though. Yesterday.
Yeah, on yesterday's run. Yeah,
one's a season 5-year-old, the other one's a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
I thought his effort was commendable, like you say.
Yeah,
I thought season. Sunburn Land is the season. He's still quite untapped.
He's a 5-year-old, mate. He's had 19 starts.
Yeah, well, so Muscat's a 5-year-old, but he's still not exactly seasoned, is he? Like, that's irrespective. He hasn't had many starts. He's still very untapped. I don't think he's a
I think he's a lot more.
5-year-old.
I think he's a lot more mature than H. He's had 5 starts, so you know.
In comparison,
sure. Comparatively speaking, sure. I think IH's got a lot more upside, and a horse that I certainly want to be following. I actually thought Morgan Dollar's effort was quite good. Fought really strongly.
Doesn't go quick though. It never gave him a breather at any stage. I would like to have seen him given a breather.
Just a couple of breaks, yeah. I think if he does get that, he'll pick up a race too, because he fights very strong.
Yeah, he goes good.
You know, his effort was good. Biscayne Bay would. I think Paul Perry's horses grow a leg in Melbourne.
His race well before that, Biscayne Bay. You know, he's a very
a good race at Moonee Valley.
He'll win one during the carnival, for sure. You know, he's another one. Probably a couple of horses that were disappointing were Hurry Choice and Red Element. Red Element's horse has been overboomed, I think.
We've covered this before, yeah, we agree. But just going back on Biscayne Bay, he's previously been a winner of this race.
Right, okay.
International, is this international sprint? Yeah, he's won this race previously.
Yeah, it's amazing because whilst Paul Perry's always had success in Sydney, especially with the Fastnet Rocks and those better calibre horses, Notoire and whatnot, but yeah, whenever he takes him down to Melbourne, like during the carnival there, he always seems to have a winner.
And they always ask him why, and he never really has an answer, but other than perhaps what you said about why Gay's only have a bit more success, that he actually sets the horses for the Melbourne races.
Carnival, they're not spent forces by the time they get there.
Yeah, it's not an afterthought, so, but yeah, couldn't agree more.
Oh, well, just, I guess, as I said, to summarise it, Aichi, just stay on him, he's a very, very smart horse.
Yeah, I think the boys have covered it. I agree. Sunburnt Lad, he's still probably got a few wins left in him before he plateaus. Now they tried him over a bit of middle distance in previous campaigns. He got up to 7. I'm sure he won over 1700.
Yeah, he's won twice over that sort of distance.
Yeah, that sort of distance. But now they're just restricting him to sprint racing. He's by Scenic, I think.
What a sire!
Yeah, and he's a fantastic sire.
Fantastic sire. The only saddler's also to do anything.
You know, the thing with Scenic, I'll just say very quickly, is that when he came to Australia, he stood at Collinggrove.
That's right.
Which is an affiliate of Lindsay Park. And when the horse first came out, he was serving the 3rd and 4th rung of mare at the farm.
Yeah, I thought he did well though.
They had Rory's Jester, they had Bluebird, they had Axelac, they're all ahead of the horse.
Yeah.
And he's just done a superb job.
He was the first Saddler's Wells to come here, wasn't he? I'm pretty sure he was.
Oh, there might have been some others, Matty, but I think that he was certainly, he was a Dewhurst Stakes winner. He was a horse that showed a little bit of toe as a 2-year-old.
Yep.
And the big difference between him and a lot of the other saddlers was that they come to hand a lot quicker, and he was able to throw 2-year-olds, and that's what made.
He's had Derby winners here as well.
He's had Derby winners.
He's just a fantastic
Universal Prince.
He was a lost
that.
And he's been doing well as a broodmare race too, I think, mate.
He's a
all-round horse. It's a
great horse.
and we need that sort of blood here in
well,
Australia.
Interestingly enough, he was a horse that was never really considered commercial, and
He was
moved around
to WA, wasn't he?
Ended up
in WA.
banished to WA. A horse like that.
Yeah, amazing.
So it just shows you how difficult it is.
Just goes to show, like I've always said, the studs don't always know what the hell they're doing.
What did you think of Tramontana?
No, I like the horse at this level.
Yep.
You know.
Do you don't think he can win a Salinger or anything?
No,
like
he
that?
can.
Yeah.
He certainly can.
I think all he's saying is that it's pretty exposed what he is. I think.
Yeah. He ran in the Oakley Plate last year and he ran well, or earlier this year. So yeah, he's a good horse, and you're right. It was an eye-catching effort yesterday, and he can certainly win some of these, or one the sprint race down the spring. I don't know if they were a great bunch of sprinters. They're probably more a moderate bunch really. But the winner's doing enormously well, Sunburnt Lad, and he certainly can be followed. They haven't, he hasn't plateaued, and he's doing it with something up his sleeve still.
Sure.
So he's a nice horse, but I don't think much else really come out of this race, and I think that's the running of the international sprint.
Very good. Okay.